Blirt TV. We gon' run it. Be a little painful. This might be a little painful. We are about to break down the Pittsburgh Steelers for the 2025 NFL season. Before I open up this envelope, I would like to say I know guys like Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers don't really care what I have to say. I understand that. And I understand most people in the NFL probably could care less with what I have to say. But I do this for the simple love of the game. And I feel like it's my due diligence and duty as well to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from. I don't come from a place where I'm trying to be a media personality in the sense of I'm trying to get views. I'm just trying to get down to the truth. When it comes down to the truth about the Pittsburgh Steelers in the offseason, Pittsburgh was held hostage. It looks like they were held hostage. It looks like they knew who their quarterback was going to be as soon as the offseason started. And it looks like they waited till after the draft, it seems, to kind of make it apparent who it was. Why? You're allowed to do business whichever way you want. But in understanding that their quarterback is Aaron Rodgers, and understanding that their coach is Mike Tomlin, there are endless possibilities of what you can think this Pittsburgh Steeler team can become. Mike Tomlin is known to always make the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is known to always keep turnovers down. That is a beautiful rhythmic grouping to try to make a great team. Now, it may sound good, but there's a problem here. Aaron Rodgers is in his 40s. And Mike Tomlin has a problem that I hate to bring out, but the development of players around Mike Tomlin has really been, how can I say this, lacking. The development of players from the wide receiving core to the offensive line to running backs to quarterbacks to defensive players, I have a question. When I see players developing and I see players not developing, who gets most of the blame? Is it the player themselves? Is it the coach for not giving them a system to develop in? Is it the organization for not making the environment a great development system? I mean, these questions, they're all real questions. And I think the person who gets the most blame should be the player, if I'm asking it. But I want to talk about the coach of Mike Tomlin here for a second. I'm a huge Mike Tomlin fan. But I just have the question on what are we developing in Pittsburgh? Who is the player that has been developed to be this great Pittsburgh Steeler? You know, I understand the records. I understand making it to the playoffs. But when it comes to developing guys, we need that feel from the James Harrison days. We need that feel from the Troy Palomalus where guys were just out here making football havoc. I get it. Y'all got TJ Watt. Y'all got him. And TJ's been that player since he came in the league. TJ wasn't developed to this player. TJ walked in, he had his big brother, and he followed in big brother's steps and became a great defensive player. I don't credit Mike Tomlin for that. Maybe that's just me. Maybe y'all can tell me it's different. But I've had a real issue with Mike Tomlin and this development of players. And it's really been an issue because I felt like they were in a position this year to develop great talent. And I know people will say, you just wanted them to draft Shador. Yes, I did. But I also felt like in the same position the Cleveland Browns are in, where this kid was possibly a first-round talent, he possibly fell to the 5th round, and you can develop him in the way and manner that you need to. Why wasn't Pittsburgh in that same position of drafting this kid in the 4th, 5th round? Why was Why are you guys in a position where it's Kyle McCord, who nobody even thought maybe would be drafted? Now, if it is Kyle McCord and Kyle McCord comes in and he gets developed by Pittsburgh, I'm going to rest my case. But understanding the players that y'all had before him and how they developed at the quarterback position, I'm not betting on it. Now, I want to break down this team, but I hate the fact that you guys got held hostage. I hate the fact that you guys really let a 45-year-old quarterback tell you guys what to do. It kind of sickens me. And everybody in Pittsburgh is coming with the right attitude. I watched the Jalen Ramsey interview, and I watched how he's showing all that love for Mike Tomlin. But I just feel like Mike Tomlin is heading a team into a losing battle that he already knows they lost. He already signed the papers over that he knows that they lost. I personally feel that, and I hope I'm wrong. But it's not like anybody's voting on them to win the Super Bowl. It's not like everybody's voting on them to win a playoff game. Like their goal this season is to go into the playoffs and win a game. That's not Steeler football. That's not what players want to play for. Players don't want to come into the season and say, let's make the playoffs and win a game. Like, that's our goal this year. The Steelers haven't been rebuilding. The Steelers have been building a team to be a contender. And they're still in this point of building a team to be a contender. While teams like the Bengals have taken drops and not made the playoffs, the Bengals are still one of my dark horses for this upcoming season. That does not fit the same with the Steelers. If the Steelers make the playoffs and get on a good little streak, that'll be cool. But I don't see them actually making that jump from team to being a contender. There's contenders, there's pretenders, and there's everybody else. And Pittsburgh has loved this everybody else line. And personally, it's time to get out of it. It's time to get out of it. So I'm not even really going to do a breakdown. I kind of talked a little too much for my liking. I didn't even really want to say all that, but I just felt like it had to be said. I don't feel like anybody said it. I feel like Ryan Clark wanted to say that, but I feel like Ryan Clark's too close to Mike Tomlin. So, RC, I'll take the blame on that one. My bad. But looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers 2025 season, I'm going to start them off with a win at the Jets, a loss at the Seahawks, a win at the Patriots, a loss at the Vikings, a win at the Browns, a loss at the Bengals and Packers, a win against the Colts, Chargers, and Bengals. Then I have them losing 5 straight. Losing to the Bears, losing to the Bills, losing to the Ravens, losing to the Dolphins, and losing to the Lions. Now, I know everybody's saying, man, they're probably not going to lose to the Bears, but you want to bet on that? 5 straight. I have them then beating the Cleveland Browns and ending their season with a loss to the Baltimore Ravens to end their season with a projected record of 7-10. I have a possible ceiling at 10-7, and my floor on here, I don't know if y'all will be able to see this, would be the right thing for them to do and would be to tank for a quarterback. Tank. I don't know which one, but you guys need to tank. Let me tell you something. If y'all lose 4 games to start the year, 4 out of your first 6, 4 out of your first 7, I'm benching Rodgers. Or I'm starting Rodgers and I'm giving him handoffs till the first half, give him a little Cinderella tour and getting the hell out of here. I would love to know what players think about this being held hostage. It's just, in the flow of things, it's not a football way to move. I understand the business. I understand that when business moves in the right way and in the wrong way and in favor of others and in disfavor of others, but I just didn't feel like a football move. It doesn't feel like a football move to be held hostage. It doesn't feel like a football move to let a person do things that everybody else isn't allowed to do. Now, will we get the story? We'll probably get the story when Aaron's gone and how players actually felt, but everybody's going to keep face now. So let's save face and let's see what Pittsburgh does. Now, I would love to hear from a Pittsburgh Steeler if especially if you're being honest. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I would love to hear from y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. I think I'm gonna stop saying that shit. That shit's annoying. But let me know what y'all think. This is Blirt TV. Ow. Blirt TV. We gon' run it, run it, run it, run it, run it.